What's up, y'all? It's the boy KG, Spiritual Big Homie. In today's video, I just want to call accountability, right? Now, I call it that because, I be scrolling through like some of the comment sections of my favorite content creators on Facebook and wherever, right? And I noticed like a trend of like odd ladies, right? And they be asking like, okay, so we know the problems. What's the solution, right? And let me just start by saying this, right? I ain't here to, shit on nobody ever, right? Just bring awareness, right? So I never call you ladies weak, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like the black woman, bro, she used to be like she used to be like the backbone to our communities, bro. Like, ladies, with the Black Panther Party and all that, just women of the neighborhood in general, right? They used to be like a real strength of our neighborhoods, being a backbone, right? So I'm not calling ladies these days weak. I would never do that, right? I just want to, like I said, just bring awareness to, what's going on, right? So, okay, let's take a look at it, right? Okay, now I done seen a situation where, sis, she taking her daughter to school, right? Daughter 5 or 6, right? Now on the way there, they bumping Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, all this type of music, right? Excuse me. Later on, sis get a call from the school. Well, your daughter was twerking and singing lewd and lascivious, lyrics in the classroom. Sis get up to the school, steaming mad. She whipped short in front of the whole class, right? Okay. Seen the situation where another young sister, she got men in and out the crib on a frequent enough basis. I ain't gonna say every night, but on a frequent enough basis to where her 10, 11-year-old daughter is, peeping game, right? Fast forward a couple of years later, daughter pregnant at 14, 13 years old, and you want to beat the baby out the girl and call all type of bitches and whores and want to take her to the abortion clinic and all this, right? So I'm gonna ask y'all this, ladies, the same ladies this, because I'm addressing y'all because y'all the same ones that's asking, what's the solution? Well, first off, y'all gotta know we living in the age of all that do as I say, not as I do. That shit dead, bro, with these kids, bro. Like, these kids are looking up to y'all and watching every move, bro. Y'all basically programming these kids without even knowing, bro. So, you kind of part of the problem, sis. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, not shit on nobody, you know what I mean? But how can you offer a solution? You one of the main fucking problems, right? Like I said, sis, like, it can be fixed. But let's speak on the other end of it, right? Young sisters with little boys, right? Now, that plays out in two extremes, right? Let's just say this little dude, cause a lot of y'all coddle him, bro. Like, no male role model or influence in their life, y'all coddle him, you know what I mean? So, God forbid, this little brother he grew up around in a house full of girls and all that shit. He gonna be like super fucking feminine, bro. Or, you know what I'm saying, the other extreme is, he's one of these little guys that's out here just terrorizing the neighborhood and being a fucking menace to society, right? So, like I said, bro, you got two extremes right here. And the key, to that, just being honest, bro, stop having fucking babies by street niggas, man. And this coming from an ex-street nigga, man. You know what I mean? Bro, if my BMs, like my kids' moms, bro, if they would have seen me on their block and decided to turn the other way, I couldn't even be mad at it, you know what I'm saying? There ain't shit I can do about that. Because I eventually did time too, you know what I'm saying? Leaving their asses single mothers, you know what I mean? So, by the grace of God, they had great support systems, but the fact remains, bro, I ain't beginning the program. So, if they'd have left, turned around, and not gave my ass the time of day, I couldn't have been mad. So, I'm telling y'all sisters same motherfuckers who complaining about what's the solution? Stop having babies by fucking street niggas. Simple as that. I don't give a fuck who get mad, bro. That's just being real, bro. Y'all want to know solutions? That's one of the main ones. So, just time to just look in the mirror, ladies, and start taking accountability for y'all actions and knowing that these kids is watching y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all raising these motherfucking teenage mothers and all this type of shit. Y'all raising these ministers to society because 9 times out of 10, the father ain't there, bro. So just bringing awareness to it, man, and you know, and please, for the love of God, man, do not be a dude talking about what can we do, what's the solution to this or that, bro. Get your ass out and go mentor a youngin. Go just tell him, if you just go tell him the consequences of his actions, you know what I'm saying? You did more than 80% of the damn population. Get on one of these platforms like God told me, you know, bring awareness to this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing a whole lot more behind the scenes you'll never even know, right? But please don't be a dude. Get your ass up off that motherfucking keyboard talking about what's the solution. Man, you a fucking dude, man. Get your ass up out there and mentor a youngin and do something, bro. You're a black man, bro. Get your ass up and be proactive. KG the spiritual big homie, baby. I love my people, bro. That's why I bring it up. But to keep on acting like you ain't part of the goddamn problem, sis, it's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You might not want to. You know what I mean? You might not think of, not want to, but you might not think about it, you know, in these little steps like that. But all that shit, bro. All that shit playing a part, man. These kids don't go by, do as I say. They watching what you do, bro. So, well, sis, I'm sorry, but they watching what y'all do. So take heed, man. I love y'all, baby. KG the spiritual big homie. Signing off.